You remember this video? This was last week, that Tufts student detained by ICE. Well, today, lawyers for the grad student pushed for her release at a hearing at Boston federal court. Our NBC 10's Oscar Margain joining us live outside court in the Seaport to tell us what was being argued inside that courtroom today. Oscar.
Hey, Priscilla. Well, the hearing here really centered around jurisdiction. In other words, the attorneys for Rumeysa Ozturk and the attorney representing the government here trying to sway the judge in this case to rule in their favor. Supporters of the Tufts student from Turkey, Rumeysa Ozturk, picketing outside federal court in Boston, while her attorneys inside the court argued against the government, which seeks to keep her detained in Louisiana to fight her case there. It was last week when the Tufts student was arrested by ICE agents near her home in Somerville and taken away. Court filings show Ozturk was still in Massachusetts at the time that a judge signed a habeas corpus order requiring the government to notify the court 48 hours before she's moved out of the state. The government said during the hearing that it was always the plan to move her out, given the lack of female detention centers in Massachusetts.
Despite having that plan, the government didn't share Rumeysa's location with her attorney or even its own attorneys.
The Trump administration has alluded to an op-ed Ozturk wrote last year criticizing the war in Gaza as a reason for her detainment.
It's likely that the ACLU would strongly prefer to stay in Massachusetts Judicial Court in front of the judge that they currently have.
By the same token, Thomas Berry at the Cato Institute says the government may want to keep her in Louisiana where there's more conservative judges.
The administration seems to be operating at warp speed with these detentions, very much on purpose, I think, to sort of flood the zone and make it hard for judges to even keep up.
Ozturk's attorney read a message on her behalf from her detention cell.
Efforts to target me because of my op-ed in the Tufts Daily calling for the equal dignity and humanity of all people will not deter me from my commitment to advocate for the rights of youth and children.
And Ozturk's attorneys also added that if not Massachusetts, that the case at least should remain in New England with a female detention center available in Maine. Now, the judge here in this case says that she's going to need a little more time to consider the arguments from both sides before making a decision as to where the case should proceed. Reporting live in Boston, Oscar Margain, NBC 10 Boston.